guys, what's going on? I've had nothing but bloody trouble. So my ECU is at its limits. And what I say by that is I'm out of outputs, I'm out of inputs, and it's causing me problems. We've been back to the dyno twice. We thought it was a wiring issue. It wasn't the wiring issue. There was no wiring issue. It's all in the ECU. For some reason, the can won't work either. It won't talk to the screen. And we've had a can expert come out, a friend of mine, Brendan, who came out and checked it out, and was checking the can from the screen, sending the messages, is doing what it was trying to do. But the ECU, when he plugged in his test piece into the ECU, loaded it, set the data speed, nothing. Not a single thing is coming from it. So the actual ECU is just out of its limits. So my tuner actually told me this about a year ago when we first did the Air 85 and the 3584 turbo, and now I've changed it again. He said it's going to struggle, but we'll see what we can do. And it's just not working. So it's cutting out and turning itself off and doing all sorts of weird stuff. So time for an upgrade. We're going to be putting in a Link Fury ECU. As far as I'm aware, it has 8 inputs, 8 outputs. It has the AFR reader plug thing, digger. I don't know. I'm not an electrician or wire. I don't even really know much about it. But it's going to be able to let me set up traction control, boost by speed, all those things that I want in my car, to have the edge. There's guys out there with traction control who are just killing it, and there's guys out there with boost by speed who are just killing it. The technology I'm using is literally from the 90s. It's just so far behind its time. You know, they're new ECUs, but they're not up to scratch to how far the car's come. So what does that mean? It means another couple of weeks of me saving up and getting the money together to actually buy the ECU plug and pin kit, and probably a few more sensors and stuff that I'm gonna need. So anyway, we'll get to that. But you all came to see what's going on with this car on a dyno. I'll show you a clip in a second. It made, we did a couple of power runs only on wastegate pressure, and the ECU cut out at around 4,700 RPM. It just turned itself off and wouldn't play games for ages. We just muck around with it trying to get it to work. And anyway, at the end of the day, we made 480 horsepower on 19 psi at 4,600 RPM, which is insane. Literally the power curve just went straight up like this, so which is exactly what we wanted. It's funny because as soon as you start loading the engine up, like you could be on literally like 2,000 RPM and just squeeze on the pedal and the wheels just want to spin. It's insane. So it's exactly how I wanted it to work. We haven't finished testing the turbo, so it's not capped at 480. It only made 480 at 4,620 RPM or something, and then it turned off. So it was still making power. Steady up there, and it goes boom and turned off. So we need to get the new ECU in, set it up, make it talk to the screen, because the screen's not talking. And we're gonna go full send. But anyway, let's watch these little dyno clips and see what's going on. We're back here again with Timmy. What's your horsepower guess, mate?
I'm just going to aim for 600.
Aim for 600?
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Do you reckon she's got a little bit more in it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll see what happens.
I reckon you're pretty excited to see what this new G30 is going to do, eh?
I think everyone's excited.
Yeah. Hey guys, and welcome back to an episode with the Shed King. Back on the dyno. Timmy's going to run it up and see what we can do with this bad boy. It's 7 AM on a Saturday. I have to take the day off work to come and do this. Anyway, let's get into it and hope you guys enjoy this. Just like I said, guys, it was short and sweet. Didn't really get to do many power runs, and yeah. Anyway, let's not stress about that. We'll go back to and spin this turbo up. I really think it's got more than 600, 700 horsepower in it, but we just don't have the ECU at the moment to make it all work. The car's, like I said, the ECU is out of its capability zone. I have been wanting to upgrade the ECU for some time, and it's just a big spend, and I thought the Microtech was going to do the job. Obviously it didn't, so it's nothing against Microtech. It's nothing, like, I'm not here to bag on anyone, but obviously it's time to upgrade, and the obvious choice is the Link. Now, the reason why I chose the Link is, one, my tuner is a Link dealer. Also, Andrew has a Link in his car, and he absolutely loves it. Thinks it's fantastic. So did Nick Baxter. So does Jake as well. There's a few of my mates that run Links and absolutely love them. So that's why we've gone that way. And it's also bang for buck. So with the Link, you actually get a lot of value for your money. Now, why the Fury? The Fury is probably a little touch more than what I need. I could do everything I want to do on a Link Atom, which is like the bottom of the range, which is like the sort of starter where you'd start, like, you know, and it goes Atom, Storm, Thunder, Fury, something, and it keeps going up Monsoon. There's all these different ones, but mine's sort of like in the middle there, and it's got to be capable. It's like I said, it's a little bit more than what I need, so that's why I'm going that way. As you know, even with my fuel system, I set it up for 800 horsepower, just so I had it there if I wanted to. Now, you know, there's so many ECUs out there. There's hundreds of them, and there's so many different things that they do. Now, that's where you've got to sort of work out. What you guys need to do is go, all right, go to your tuner or the guy you choose to tune your car. And there's thousands of them again, and then go, right, you know, I want to use this, and this. What do you think? You know, this is what I think the car needs. You know, what have you got recommendations? And generally, they will tell you exactly what you should and shouldn't do. Now, Timmy is sort of pressed on me from the get-go. Why haven't you got a Link? Why are you doing this? You know, like, why are we doing this? And I keep saying, oh look, I reckon it can work, and he knew, and he told me, and I didn't listen, so it's my fault. But you know, it's a personal choice who you get to tune your car, sorry. You know, there's lots of other tuners out there, but I've had a lot of people say to me, oh, I wouldn't even tune that. I wouldn't touch the Microtech, or I wouldn't have touched it. I don't know how you make so much horsepower, So it was really nice working with Timmy and him making it work so far. to this point, and I'm going to be going back there with the link and punching out some big figures. So I think the way I have it set up is going to be mint. There's still going to be lots of off the dyno tuning. So there's going to be the boost by speed. You can't do that by the dyno. There's going to be a lot of other things which sort of I guess Timmy's going to have to come out on track with me, and we'll do some laps and do some logging, and then sit there and set it up, and then go out, trial again. It's all just trial and error. Once we go do the initial engine tune, so then it's all the other supporting mods to tune that outside of that. So the speed sensors, the all that sort of gear. So hopefully by the end of this year, when September comes and we go to World Time Attack, this car's going to be super competitive. With the aero package, with the engine and drivetrain package, it's going to be pretty cool. I honestly can't wait to get there, but I've got so many other bits and pieces I need to do to get there. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and build my roll cage as well. See how it goes. I'm just massively strung under at the moment, trying to move forward with everything. Just struggling with time management mainly. Having 5 kids and a wife, and mortgages and all these sorts of things that slow your money spending spree down a little bit. So bear with me, guys. I do everything that I've done on this channel is out of my money. I've spent all this to also take you along with the journey to show you how I do things. And yes, I make a lot of my own stuff, which is where I save a fair bit of money, but there's certain points I can't make my own ECU. I wouldn't even know where to start. So some things you just have to buy, and that's why we are where we are. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone's doing really well. I hope this video was informative somewhat, and I'll be in touch in the next couple of weeks with maybe a roll cage build and maybe the new ECU going in. All good. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.